All right, so I wanted to show you guys the new tree stand. So here, coming up for where the deer are, we move up, move into the nice tree stand. Figure give you the scenic route here. See what we're really dealing with. You'll note secretly in the woods on your right there's the old tree stand. Little bit of a flat there, but I wanted to be about 100 yards away from the deer, so that way I didn't have to think about noise or smell or anything. Obviously, it's always a stress. You always want to think about it, but this way I was able to really eliminate as much background noise as possible. So I mean, that's really the way you want to do it. So I like that. See, I did the camo paint on the outside, which is pretty cool, I think. Obviously, some of it I just kind of whipped it around. I was hanging off a ladder trying to do it. You really want to do straight lines, kind of angles that you'd see fallen branches, kind of mimic trees, limbs in the woods, how it is. But I also took some sticks to kind of give it that 3D effect mounted on the outside. What I did that was kind of different this time is I actually built the walls separately. I went and put them all together when I was, out front of the shop and laid them all out, framed it all up, and was able to have it pre-staged. And then I just put it on the pallet forks with the tractor and just carried them and put them right on top of the stand. First, I did the floor. It ended up being 4 foot by 8 foot. There you see it hanging off the tractor. I just took a chain in the pallet forks to keep it flat. And I was able to actually move it into position and make it level and have it set right where I could basically screw it in by myself without any help. So that kind of makes it easy when you don't like hanging around people, right? I ended up putting 4 leg posts on there, a couple of lag bolts right into the tree. Then I came back and I made the walls, put those together. After I put the walls together, you can see that it loaded both of those. I actually did 2 at a time. It looks like 2 at a time. Loaded those up with some extra plywood for the siding. Drove it on back. Got ready to move in action, right? You'll see here it loaded it up. So I ended up putting them up there, but what was crazy was I kind of had them backwards, and when I was maneuvering them around, one of them just fell right outside the edge, but the brush and stuff around it was so thick, I was able to just lean over the side, grab the other wall, and pull it back up. Then I built the 2 side walls right in position, it looks like. I ended up matching those up, framing it out. I think I cut the boards back at the shop and then slowly added the plywood. The plywood I was able to actually get from work. We have like scrap pallets and stuff and ended up making all that free, so that made it a lot easier. It also dictated the size, of how I did things. At first I was going to cover it all up except for that one big window, but I kind of thought, it just might be nice to leave it open, and that way I can hear more noises. That's the deer I've been trying to get from last year, hanging out. He sits right where you're looking from right now. This is actually looking from the tree stand down the shooting lane, down to where the deer are hanging out. So it's about 100 yards, but it's nothing but great. So anyway, you guys, I appreciate you checking it out. Happy to share it with you. Hopefully it kind of gives you some ideas, inspires you to get out, make your own tree stand, and make things happen.